How is it going, people, man? Welcome to the Premier League review, man. Man, there was a lot of things happening this weekend, man. Mentioned that with the new manager, Arsenal getting a win. Manchester City getting dumped at home by Spurs. So, bro, like a lot of things that happened this weekend. But where do we even start, man? I think the only place to start was that that game on Saturday. Manchester City versus Spurs. We all know going into this game, Spurs is Manchester City bogey team per se, because I think Pep have the worst record. I think Pep as the manager, right? He's lost to Spurs more than any other team. So going to this game, and especially Man City being at home, I didn't think it was gonna be the result that it was, but man, was I surprised, man. Obviously, before the game, the Man City did like the whole Reggie thing, like they put up a big show, which I thought was a bit too much. But man, like the game started now. That's why I was surprised even more, right? Because the first 10 minutes of the game, man, like they were all over Spurs, man. Like they could have had like 2-3 goals in that first 10 minutes. Man City started off so strong, man. They were all over Spurs, but then the shit happened. I don't know how Erling Haaland didn't score some of those chances that he had, but then the shift happened, man. Spurs just got into another gear and scored a goal out of nowhere, and that goal was against the run of play, man. And that one goal against the run of play changed the whole game, because Spurs had a confidence. They were bopping Manchester City, man. I'm telling you, like some of the stuff that Spurs was playing was like, I was like, bro, what team am I watching here, right? But those are things you kind of expect from Spurs, man. Playing watching Spurs play, man. Those are the kind of thing you expect from Spurs. But let's talk about Spurs first, man. Like they lost to Ipswich before the international break. When it was 2-0 first half, and the first half ended, I was like, you know what, it's probably going to be a Spurs moment. They're probably going to come back again. But bro, they came back second half, score another one, right? Like from very good individual performance from this city. I thought Ben Davies at the back was really good, man. Like some of those he was like a quarterback back there. Some of those passes he was playing from the back to front, like he was really good, and that's surprising because Spurs were missing defenders. They were missing Romero, they were missing Van de Ven, and Ben Davies is not even a center back, but he was playing, so he was out of position. He was playing a center back position, but I thought he played really well. I thought Dragusin beside him played well as well. Like he was a bit iffy in like the first 10 minutes, and I know he had 2 poor games prior to this one. But looking at that Spurs lineup, especially the defensive line, I thought Spurs was going to have problems, because like Ange has been naive in the past playing this high line. But I thought today it was a very good setup for him. I thought he learned his lesson. He dropped the line a bit more, because there was one point I saw Spurs defending in their own box. I was like, yo, is this Ange I'm seeing? So I thought he learned a lot, man. He dropped the line. But like I said, Ben Davies was good. Udogie was good. Porro was good in the second half. I thought he was really poor in the first half, but he was good in the second half. But that midfield pivot of Bissouma and Pop Sarr, they was really good. Like they dominated the midfield. I thought the Man City midfield was non-existent. Like the Man City midfield had no legs in there. They were getting outrun, outpowered, outmuscled by Sarr and Bissouma. And the funny thing is, this guy Bissouma got a yellow card in like the first 20 seconds of the game, probably like the fastest yellow card this season, but he still managed to end the game on a clean slate, right? And then the main man in the midfield, Maddison. There are a lot of talks about like Spurs are worse with Maddison. No, like Spurs are better with Maddison playing. Right, Spurs are better with Maddison playing. Like he showed his class today. He showed why he needs to be in this team. I thought Maddison was really good. Obviously, he had 2 goals. Son was good in spells as well too. Solanke up front, even though he didn't score the goal, but he always worked hard for the team. He worked super hard. Got the assist for the Porro goal as well too. And Kulusevski, man, yo, it's crazy, right? That you see a guy that's as physical as Kulusevski, right, and as tall as him, have so much technical ability, man. The guy has technical ability. Like he's tall, but his feet are dirty. His feet is crazy. Like that assist for a Madison in the first half. Like he body. I don't know who was the city defender. He bodied him. Yeah, Vardio. He bodied Vardio off the ball, across it in, and then that deep run from a Madison score, man. But overall, man, you got to give Spurs credit, man. I thought it was a good result from Spurs. But yo, back to this Manchester City team, man. Like, if you've been watching Manchester City for the past couple of weeks, right? You know that this team have been suffering. This team is like obviously because Rodri's missing and things like that. But this team is struggling. This is not the same Manchester City, and I think Pep needs to fix something and something to change. Obviously, they are not scoring a lot of goals. And if you look at the previous game before this run of defeat, right? They play Wolves, right? They won against Wolves, but if you look at the game, right, Wolves could have won that game, but they weren't good. And then they play Fulham. If Adama Traore could have finished his chances, it could have been a different story. They could have lost that game, right? But there were always patches in there. There were holes in it that we were seeing. If you watch ball, you see like there are holes in there. And then they play Southampton. Southampton is dead last in the league, but they scrape by Southampton, right? And then they came against a team in Spurs that have better quality than the other team they play, and then they lost. That's what happened. If you come against a team that have better quality, you can't do the same thing like that. And I think it's obviously this guy Rodri is a very important player for Manchester City, right? But I think a lot of Man City fans are getting lazy, just saying, "Oh my God, it's because we are missing Rodri. That's why we are losing these games." Now, not every Manchester City fan now, but it's a lazy commentary to just blame the whole thing on one player. You gotta look at the manager. Now, I don't know why there's this thing out there, right? Where if you look at Pep and you criticize Pep, all of a sudden, oh my God, like this and that, right? Pep is a very good manager. Some even consider him to be like the greatest manager of all time. But you cannot tell me, right? You cannot tell me this whole team playing bad is solely based on one player. There are players in that team that are not performing, right? Phil Foden, he's underperforming. They brought a good one back, right? As this thing, but like this whole comeback has been very poor. He hasn't been performing, right? Haaland is missing a lot of chances. Right, he's missing a lot of chances. We got Phil Foden is not performing. Bernardo Silva often get away with a lot of things, and he always go on like the radar because he just smooth, silky player, but he's not performing. Right, he hasn't been. The only player in the Man City team that I could say that is doing what he's supposed to do is the goalkeeper, and there's only so much that the goalkeeper can do. Right, like a lot of players in this team are not performing, and also like we gotta look at like the manager as well too. I know it's Pep, but he have to do something. He have something have to change, because you cannot tell me, right, a team. I know that the team is not good with Rodri in it, but you telling me this whole system is based on one player. So if Rodri doesn't come back, like they're just gonna keep losing games. No, we have to look at the manager as well. Right, overall it was a very poor performance. And now say you gotta go to Anfield next, and it's gonna be a crazy game. It's gonna be a crazy game because Liverpool are in good form right now, so it's gonna be a crazy game, man. But that's it for the Manchester City and Spurs game. You guys let me know what you guys think. But man, next game we're gonna go to the Arsenal, man. Arsenal beat Forest 3-0, and I gotta say, right, watching that Arsenal game, obviously they have Odegaard back from his. I mean, he was back, but like I think he played the full game today, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe he got subbed up. But he's been back, but he started today, right? They have him back, and I thought, right, like watching Arsenal this season and watching Arsenal last season, I thought Arsenal they've been winning games, but I think like the way they've been playing have been poor. It's not the Arsenal, because last season I was like, yo. Like just as a neutral watching Arsenal, I was like, yo, Arsenal is one of the best footballing team to actually watch in this league. Like it was very entertaining, like the slick passes and things like that. But this game over the weekend, this is the best I've seen Arsenal play this season. Right, this season, this is the best I've seen Arsenal play this season, and that's down to this guy Odegaard being back, but also down by like instead of playing three defensive midfielders, the manager played guys that are ballers, guys that are secure on the ball. He played Jorginho. This guy is a very ball secure player, man. He's gonna keep things taken. A lot of Arsenal fans don't like the signing of Moreno, but I thought he was really good yesterday, or day before yesterday, I should say. I thought he was really good. I thought Saka was good as well too. I thought Gabriel Jesus was good coming off the left. And Jesus, obviously he's not the Jesus of 2-3 years ago, but he's a ball retention player. He's a very technical player. He knows how to keep the ball. So if you have technical players all around your team, that with Odegaard, that they can make those little combinations, passes here and there, they're gonna make things happen. Right, there's gonna make things happen, and that's exactly what happened, man. I thought it was a very good performance from Arsenal from start to end. Right, it was a good performance from the end. And someone said that's down to Odegaard being back, which is true too. But I think it was down to like the selection as well too. Right, I thought like playing Jorginho in there was really good as well. And overall, I thought it was a good performance from Arsenal, man. Let's move from that. Let's go to the Chelsea game. Chelsea played Leicester City, and I think after that game, Leicester City fired the manager Steve Cooper, which I thought was like really harsh. And obviously, the signing of Steve Cooper didn't go well for a lot of the Leicester City fans, because they thought it was an underwhelming signing as the manager, and obviously it was obvious that the owners didn't really want him there anyways. But I thought it was, in my opinion, I thought it was a hard signing. But let's get into the game, man. Nicholas Jackson, man, this guy keep proving people were wrong over and over again, man. A lot of people were doubting Nicholas Jackson. He's a good striker. Yeah, he's gonna miss chances sometimes, but this season he's been really good. He like his hold up play is good. He will run in behind. He's been really good this season. But like the referee in that Chelsea, this game could have been 2-2. I thought Leicester City should have had 2 pens. Like they had one, but I thought they should have had 2 pens. I thought Leicester City should have had 2 pens. Like Chelsea played, they played well, but it was in spells. But there's some of the combination plays from Chelsea was really good. I thought Caicedo was really good. Cole Palmer, he was okay, trying to find his feet a little bit more, but I thought he wasn't as influential in this game. Madueke was okay as well too. But man, like the referee for so-called the best league in world football, right? The referee in this league is kind of atrocious, right? Because how is that first Leicester City thing not giving us a pen? I thought Leicester City should have 2 pens in this game, which is why I'm going to say again, like the firing of Steve Cooper was a bit harsh, but that's enough on Chelsea. That's enough on Chelsea. But let's go to my team, Manchester United, man. Manchester United played Ipswich on Sunday, and we were coming against Kieran McKenna, who was previously assistant coach at Manchester United, and he was being interviewed in the summer to take over from Erik ten Hag at Manchester United, but obviously that didn't end up working out. Erik ten Hag kind of stayed, and now this is Ruben Amorim first game. Now there's a lot of panic with the Manchester United fans. They're saying, "Oh yeah, this is the same old United." Of course, it's the same old Manchester United. It's only been one game, right? It's only been one game under this new manager. It's only been one game under this new manager, right? The guy realistically only had like 2 days with the whole squad, right? And most of the players, like that little training clip that was out, most of the players that were in that training clip didn't even start, right? And most of them were coming back from injury, like the Mason Mount, like the Kobe Menu, the Luke Shaw, the Malacias. They were coming back from injury, so obviously they weren't going to start. Or even if they did, they weren't going to play the whole game. But there's a lot of Man United fans are panicking. What's the panic? Like, we know this squad is bad, but we don't have, like, we don't have some like dead players, but like the squad they have to get used to this whole system that the manager's trying to play, and things that the manager was saying are things that we all been saying, right? This team lack ball retention. We don't keep the ball. We lose the ball the moment we win the ball back, right? And that was on show. That was on full flow yesterday. We saw it, like we couldn't keep the ball, right? And the manager even came out and said, right, he said after his after like the game, in his post match interview, he came out and said the players were scared, right? It's like they were thinking too much, right? They were thinking about, obviously it's a new system, so I get it, but they were thinking about where to be, where the next pass is going to be, and all that. The players were thinking too much, and that's one thing. Like it's not gonna click just like that. I think a lot of Man United fans were hoping it was gonna. I was hoping we was gonna win that game, but like looking back at it, like I watched the highlights again, watched a couple clips again. Looking back at it, like this manager have a lot of work to do, man. Like he has a lot of work to do, because like there are some like that, like the footballing IQ of this Manchester United team is very low, man. There was a good performances yesterday, like Ahmad. I thought he had a really good performance, but I thought going forward, I don't want to see Ahmad at like a right wing back, man. Right, I might have to be in one of those 2 10s position, because I thought he was our most like dangerous player. Whenever the ball came to him, it looked like he was gonna make something happen, right? So he needs to be further up, right? Playing Garnacho in one of the 10 position, he struggled, because you could see he don't have the technical ability to play between the lines like that, right? He's a touchline winger. Put Garnacho in one of those wing back spots going forward, because I thought like he was very poor yesterday. There were things he was trying to do. The guy couldn't even beat his man yesterday, right? Like obviously, like the manager is still trying to figure out the squad. He's still getting used to these players. He's still getting to know these players. Obviously, it's going to take him time to kind of find what his best 11 is. But like, and Rashford as well, playing striker as well. Like he scored, like after his goal he scored, this man just went ghost. He had 13 touches. This guy just went ghost. After scoring his goal, this man just went ghost. Like it's like he was nowhere to be seen, and he was very poor as well. I thought Bruno was good. He was trying to make things happen, but it's like everyone wasn't on the same wavelength as him and like Ahmad, right? And everyone was not on the same wavelength as Bruno and Ahmad yesterday. Like that double pivot of Casemiro and Eriksen, I thought it was very slow. It was very poor. This man Casemiro, I thought Casemiro was gonna have a good game, but he was very poor yesterday. He got hooked. Eriksen, obviously, I think footballing wise, Eriksen is our best midfielder, like our best controller. But obviously, like the guy is old. The guy legs is gone. Like he's probably not gonna be there next season. We need like a younger version of him. If we had him when he was younger, it'd probably be good. But we need a player in the similar profile of Eriksen, but like obviously younger than him, that can move around, that's more mobile. I thought Mazzarri was actually very good yesterday. I thought Dallo was good in spells, but like he was just kind of giving some wayward passes at times. Like I thought at times he was very poor in the ball. Evans, man, like when I saw Evans in the starting lineup yesterday, I kind of had a feeling he was going to start because of the training clips and stuff like that. But he was really poor yesterday. Like you could see he's not up to it. Because I was thinking he was going to play in like as the center back, but he played as the left center back. And then when Luke Shaw came on, man, like obviously he's been injured for a long time, but like that guy he's out of it, man. Like I don't want to see this guy, man. Like jeez, I don't know how we still playing Luke Shaw, bro. We still playing Luke Shaw and Johnny Evans in the team, right? Like so, like going for it, man. It wasn't the worst performance, but it wasn't a good performance. Like the manager said, like we have a lot of work to do. We're gonna suffer, but like going forward, man, I want to see Ahmad in one of those attacking positions, because he looked our most dangerous players. He looked like our most dangerous players yesterday. And Garnacho doesn't have the technical ability to play in one of those 10 positions because he struggled yesterday. right? He doesn't have the technical ability to play in those half spaces. He doesn't have it, right? Like I thought Onana was very good. So he has some brilliant save, man. He saved us a couple times, but we have to give credit to Ipswich, man, because they are actually a very good football inside. It shows kind of why I mentioned that I wanted McKenna for a reason, because Ipswich, obviously they've been with the manager for a long time, but they're a well-drilled side, right? They're a very good team. They've been unlucky this season with only getting one win, but they have been very good, right? They have been very good. But like going forward, I think our next game, for mentioning that our next game is during the week. It's on Thursday. So I'm looking forward to that one on Thursday. But overall, man, like it wasn't the worst performance, but I thought like a lot of players were very poor. And like the manager, like he said, man, I'm glad he said it after the game. Like he said, like, yeah, this team need a lot of work, and it's true. We need a lot of work, man. Hey, man, if you guys made it this far the video, man, like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. We are 900 something away from 1,000 subscribers. I know, just got a long way to go, but yeah, man, you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if there's anything I missed, man, you guys leave in the comment section below. Anything I said that you disagree with, leave in the comment section below, man. That's how I can make conversations, and let's talk about it. Anyways, people, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like the video as well. Most importantly, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next weekend review, man. Peace out.